The figure below shows a triangle inside a circle. AB 8 cm, BC 10 cm, and AC 13 centimeters. Calculate the area of the triangle ABC. So tumepewa hii triangle, hatuna height. Tunajua tungekuwa na height tungefanya tu a half base times h. Lakini sasa tukipewa hii triangle ambayo ni scale-in, what we do, we use Hero's formula. And the Hero's formula says that area is equal to the square root s into s minus a, s minus b, s minus c. Right? So that's what it says. So tunataka kujua s ni nini. So s equal to, you find the perimeter of, in fact, the perimeter of the triangle. That is 8 plus 13 plus 10, and then divide by 2. That one gives you s. And that one is going to be 31. Divide by 2. And that is 15.5. So our s is 15.5. Now let us substitute our area equal to the square root of 15.5 into 15.5 minus, you can give, this is our A, B, C. I hope you know how to locate those things. So minus A, our A is 10, and then 15.5 minus B, which is 13, and then 15.5 minus our C, which is 8. So you will realize that this one will give you 1598.43. Ikiwa even multiplication, so this times this times this in multiplication, 75. So our area is going to be that 9.98 centimeters square. So the area is as simple as that. So ukiwa na triangle yenye side zote asifanani, you use Hero's formula. Suppose tungekuwa hii triangle ilikuwa hivi, tuko na 4, tuko na 6, na hapa tumepewa 50 degrees. So tukiwa na two sides and an angle included, it is simple. You just use a half times side sin theta, sin the angle. So ukiwa na triangle nataka area na umepewa sides mbili na kuna angle between them, you just use this. So here itakuwa a half times 4 times 6 times sin 50, and you get the answer. Find angle BAC. Angle BAC. Angle BAC. So we are looking for angle A. So we are going to use the cosine rule. We are going to use the cosine rule. So we are going to use the cosine rule to get the angle of this. I hope you know how the cosine rule states. So because we need A, we are going to start by saying that A square is equal to B square plus C square minus 2BC cos A. Now you substitute A. Our A is 10. You can see that our A is 10. So you say 10 square is 100, 20 direct, is equal to B. Our B is 13. 13 square is 169 plus C square, which is 64, minus 2BC. So 2BC, which is going to be 2 times 8 times 13 cos A. So 100 is equal to 169 plus 64. Itaenda kutupea 233 minus this times this times this, itatupea 208. 28 cos A. So let us like terms together. Hii tutaipeleka pande ingine. Itakuwa 100 minus 233 is equal to minus 208 cos A. Now we subtract here, we are going to have minus 133 is equal to minus 208 cos A. Tunataka kutoa hii namba hapa, so you divide by both by negative 208, divide by negative 208. So this one goes. Now we will have negative and negative will go, so we will have 0.6394 is equal to cos A. Cos A. Remember, negative divided by negative is positive. You should know. So to get A, you find A, angle A is equal to be cos inverse 0.6394. So A itakupea 50.25 degrees. So tumepata angle A like that. The radius of the circle. So we want to get the radius of this circle. To get the radius now, tumepata angle A ni 50.25. Tuko nayo hiyo. So what we are going to use, we are going now to use the sine rule. The sine rule. We know that A, according to the sine rule, divided by sine A will be equal to 2r, to radius. Sine A over that, but we have A, our A is 10. Sine A, that is sine 50.25. We add our A here. And everything here is going to be 2r, right? So we find this one is going to be 10, you just use your calculator, 10 divided by sine 50, the answer is going to be 13.0065, which is equal to 2r. We want radius, not the two radius. Therefore, we divide by 2, So the radius of the circle is going to be 6.503 centimeters. That is the radius. Next, we want to calculate the area of the shaded region. Area of the shaded region is obtained by, we calculate the area of the whole circle and then subtract the area of the triangle. The area of the triangle tuko nayo hapa. So what we need now to do is to calculate the area of the circle because already tumepata radius. So which is 22/7 times our radius 6.503 square. And this one, it gives us 132.92 centimeters square. So this is the area of the circle. So shaded area equal to area of the triangle, area of the circle, area of circle minus area of the triangle. And that one is 132.92 minus 39.98. So itatupea 92.94 centimeters square. That is the area of the shaded region. A straight line L1 has a gradient negative a half and passes through the point this. Another line L2 passes through the point this and this. Find the equation of L1 in the form of y is equal mx plus c, where m and c are constants. So we have been given the gradient of L1. We have the point, that's very simple. So gradient equal to change in y over change in x. So we take the general point, which is x and y. So the points we have is x, y, this point minus 1,3, and our gradient is negative a half. So we change in y, we say y minus 3 divided by x minus 1. The answer is going to be negative a half. And negative times a negative is going to be positive. Positive. So we cross multiply this and that. We are going to have 2y minus 6 is equal to, this times is going to be negative x. This times is going to be negative 1. Right? So right, 2y is equal to, hii ikienda hapa itakuwa negative x. Negative 6 ikifika hapa itakuwa plus 6. So tutakuwa na plus 5. Then we were told y is equal mx. So we want y to remain on the left side. So you divide by 2 every term. So our final equation will be y is equal to minus 1 over 2x plus 5 over 2. That is the final equation of line 1. Hence, find the y-intercept of this. So whenever you write y equal to mx plus c, c is the y-intercept, m is the gradient. So for us to get the y-intercept in this equation, we just look at this is the gradient, this is c. So y-intercept is equal to 5 over 2. Gradient of L2. So gradient 2, line 2 we are told inapitia kwa 1, 3, negative 3, 4, 5. So kitu ya kwanza tunatafuta kuna point mbili, we must get the gradient and then find the equation. So gradient equal to change in y over change in x. So we are changing 5 minus 3. So 5 minus 3 divided by x, which is 4 minus 1. Minus itakuwa 8 over 3. So the gradient is 8 over 3 of L2. The equation of L2 in the form of this. So we want to find the gradient, the equation. So we take the general equation, the general point, that is xy. The gradient to nayo need 8 over 3. And then we take one of the point, either this or this, it depends umechukua gani. So let us take this one, the second. So we are going to say y minus 5 divided by x minus 4 equal to 8 over 3, which is the gradient. So we solve that, we cross multiply. We are going to have 3y minus 15 is equal to my 8x, itakuwa 8x minus 32 minus 32. So let us like terms together. Kwa sababu tumepewa ax, so tuna make sure x itaanza, y ifuate, halafu c ndio tuweke mwisho c, 0. You must adhere to the instructions given. If you write your own way, you get 0 at the final answer. So let us kwanza hii ikikuja pande hii itakuwa, so utakuwa na 3y, hii kuja hapa itakuwa plus 32, so tutakuwa na plus 17 equal to 8x. So nataka tulete hii pande hii, so tutakuwa na negative 8x, ikikuja hapa itakuwa negative plus 3y plus 17 equal to 0. So we have written this equation the form we were told. X inaanza, y inafuata, c inafuata, halafu 0 inamalizia. So ukiona uwezi wacha hii ikiwa negative, this is as good as you introduce a negative in this equation. We will have negative 8 times negative 1, we are going to have 8x. Negative times positive, hii itakuwa minus 3y minus 17 is equal to 0. Hata hii na hii bado iko sawa. The equation of a line passing through a point this and is perpendicular to, there is another line that is perpendicular to line 2 and it passes through this point. So if it is perpendicular to line 2, we know the relationship between perpendicular line. So let us get the gradient of that line. Let me even call it line 3. So L3 gradient yake tutaita M3. So M3 times M2, the answer should be -1. But that is M3 times 8 over 3, which is this L2. The answer should be -1. So you realize that the gradient M3 itakuwa -3 over 8, the reciprocal of that. So tushapata gradient ya M3. Now it is passing through, so we are going to say y minus 5 over x minus 0. The answer is -3 over 8. Cross multiply, we are going to have 8y minus 40 is equal to minus 3x. So tumeambiwa in form, atuambiwa in form, so this one can be 8y is equal to minus 3x plus 40. Nimechukua hiyo on this side. And then now, what else? We can do what? You can leave this here because hatukupewa instruction, or you divide by 8 everywhere. So we are going to have y is equal to minus 3 over 8x plus 5. This one is also okay, and this one is okay. Kwa nini? Kwa sababu hatukuambiwa instructions kama hii ama hii. Calculate the acute angle that L2 makes with the x-axis, the acute angle. Anytime you are asked to calculate the acute angle of a line, get the gradient of that line. Ukiambiwa calculate the acute angle of a line, get the gradient of that line. So once you get the gradient of that line, you should know that tan theta is equal to that gradient of that line, is equal to the gradient. Sawa sawa. Hiyo ndio formula. Tan theta is equal to the gradient of that line, whichever line you are given. So get the gradient of line 2. The gradient of line 2 is 8 over 3. Is 8 over 3. So we are saying tan theta is equal to 8 over 3. So to get theta, we are going to find the tan inverse of 8 over 3. Tan inverse of 8 over 3. And then you realize that your answer, theta is equal to 69.44 degrees. Solve for x. Wakati umepewa hesabu kama hii, angalia the smallest base. The smallest base ni 3. Make others to base 3. Lakini ukiangalia 108, you cannot make it to base 3. So hiyo unawachana nayo, una make base 3 9 peke yake. So 9 is the same as 3. It is to power 2. Lakini kuna power ingine hapa 2x plus 1 plus 3 2x plus 1 is equal to 108. Open this one, itakuwa 3 2x plus 2 then plus 3 2x plus 1 is equal to 108. Kwa so nataka uelewe kwamba ukiandika hii namba namna hii, it simply means like this. 3 2x plus 2. Hii namba ni nini? This number is exactly the same as 3 2x times 3 raised to power 2. So wakati tulikuwa tunasoma indices, tulisema this and this are the base, these are the bases, and this is the power. We call them indices, the index. When the index are the same, what do you do? Unachukua index moja, that is 3. If the bases are the same, you take one base. Kwa sababu ni multiplication, what do we do with the indices? We add. So let us add it. So base moja ni 3, and then it is 2x. Because it is multiplication, we add 2. Kwa hivyo naona hii inarudi hapa. So inamaanisha ukiwa hapa lazima uje kurudi huku. So this one is simply 2x times 3 raised to power 2, and then plus 3 raised to power 2x times 3 raised to power 1 equal to 108. So you should be aware of that. So ukifika hapa, kwa sababu 108 hatuwezi andika in terms of 3, itatupea stress, hatuiguzi. Na ukifika hapa unaona kuna 3 raised to power 2x, 3 raised to power 2x. You introduce let, you say let 3 raised to power 2x be even y. Kwa hivyo mahali popote ambapo kuna 3 raised to power 2x weka y. So hapa itakuwa y times 9 because 3 square is 9 plus y times 3, the answer will be 108. So itakuwa y times 9 itakuwa 9y plus 3y itakuwa 12y is equal to 108. 12y is equal to 108. So it means y itakuwa 108 divided by 12. Na hiyo itakupea 9. Itakupea 9. But we said that y equal to 3 raised to power 2x. And this y is also equal to 9. So 2x will be equal to 3 raised to power 3. Now the bases are raised to power 2. 9 is equal to 3 raised to power 2. Now the bases are the same. You ignore the bases. We will have 2x is equal to 2. You divide it by 2, divide it by 2. So the value of x equal to 1. The volume of two similar solid spheres are 4752 centimeters cube and 1408 centimeters cube. If the surface area of the smaller sphere is this, find the surface area of the larger sphere. So what we have here is volume scale factor. So from here we will have what we call volume scale factor. So volume scale factor will be equal to the volume of the big divided by volume of small. So this one gives us 4752 divided by 1408. This one will give us the volume scale factor, which is 27/8. So that one gives us the volume scale factor. Volume scale factor. But what we want first, let us get the linear scale factor. From the volume scale factor tutapata kitu inaitwa linear scale factor. We know this one is equal to volume scale factor cube root. Kwanza unafaa kujua kwamba linear scale factor cube equal to volume scale factor. Linear scale factor cube will give us volume scale factor. Sasa kama tuko na volume scale factor, tutapata aje linear scale factor? Tuna find the cube root, tunapata hii. Sawa? So meaning linear scale factor itakuwa 27/8 the cube root of that. So that means it is going to be 3/2, and that is the volume, the linear scale factor. Now, kwa nini tunatafuta linear scale factor? Tunajua kwamba linear scale factor square will give us area scale factor. Linear scale factor square will give us area scale factor. Sasa hii itatusaidia kutafuta area ya hiyo kubwa, ya hiyo sphere kubwa. Tuko na area of small, ndio hii. So tunaenda kusema area scale factor equal to the area of big over area of small. but area of tuko nayo sasa, linear scale area scale factor itakuwa nao 9/4, the square of linear, the square of this. Unaelewana? Yes. Linear scale factor square itatupea area scale factor, na nimefanya hivyo. Linear ni 3/2, so area itakuwa 9/4. This one will be equal to the area of the big, which is x, we don't have, over area of small. Area of small ni 352. Sawa? So tuna cross multiply, itakuwa ni 9 times 352 will be equal to 4x. Will be equal to 4x. Now we divide by 4 both sides. It means that x is equal to 792 centimeters square. And that is it. The figure below presents a sketch of a cross section of a solid and its edge. Complete the sketch and of the solid showing the hidden edges using dotted lines. Good. Sasa hii already tumepewa kila kitu tunahitaji. Tunajua kutoka hapa mpaka hapa itakuwa the same kutoka hapa mpaka hapa. Kwa hivyo kitu ya kwanza, na hii kutoka hapa mpaka hapa itakuwa the same kutoka hapa mpaka hapa. Kwa hivyo hapa tunaanzia hapa. Weka hii. Weka hivi. Sawa? Sio hiyo length. Kuja pande hii ikiwa imetoshana, unasimama hapa. Simama hapa. Mark hapa. Sawa? Haya, lakini unajua pia CF na B this will be the same. Kwa hivyo take this length here, put it here and mark here. So meaning from here it can, tunamaliza hiyo. Hii unasimama pale, unasimama hapa na una join na story inaisha. Hii na hii zinatoshana. Sawa? So weka rula yako hapa. Very good. Sawa. The next thing tunajua, this length CF na D this length, they are going to be the same. So take this length here. Sawa. Simama pale kwa D. Simama hapa kwa D. And mark there. Right? Lakini pia tunajua hii na CF pia itatoshana na hiyo, nimechukua hii inatoshana na hii. Lakini pia CD na F this lazima itoshane. Kwa hivyo simama hapa. Rudisha hapa hivi. And then simama pale. Mark. Sawa? Kwa hivyo unganisha sasa. Simama pale. Tap mpaka pale. And then sasa tunaunganisha D this point. This point and D tunaunganisha namna hiyo. Good. Sawa? So tumemaliza. What are we now remaining? We are remaining with the sides that are hidden sides. Very nice. Kwa hivyo kwa hii hidden side tunajua from here mpaka hapa lazima itoshane na hii mpaka hii. Kutoka AB lazima itoshane na hii mpaka hii hapa. Kwa hivyo kitu tunafanya ya kwanza ni kuchukua length AD. Chukua length AD. Ukishachukua length AD, simama hapa kwa hii point. Kwa hii point, mark ana arc like this. Mark ana arc like that. Tunajua AD na hii point na hii lazima, hii is line AP na hii lazima zitoshane. So take your ruler, this protractor, a pair of compass, and mark AB. Once you have done that, take this point, simama hapa, and mark there. So now what you do, you join this point and this point here using dotted line. And then this side also using dotted line. Stand here and then use dotted line, use dotted line, and then from here to this point use dotted line, like this, like this, like this. Wow, now you see you have your figure perfect. So what is remaining? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You can give it like that. When I given length of a piece of wire, is divided into pieces measuring 20, 24, 26, 28, 7 centimeter always remains. Find the length of the wire. So upper, you are supposed to get the LCM and then add 7. So get the LCM of all of them. That is, tunaweka 20, 24, 26, 28. 2 inaenda kwa 10 mara 10. Inaenda kwa 20 mara 10, 24, 12, 13. Unaenda then next 2. 2 inaenda kwa 10, 5. Kwa 12, 6. 13 haiendi, kwa hivyo unawachana nayo. Unaweka 13 venye ilikuwa 14, 7. 3, next one, 2 still. 2 inaenda kwa 2 haiendi kwa 5, so inabaki 5. 3 inaenda hapa 2, 3, 13 inabaki the same, 7 inabaki the same. So the next number after 2 ni 3. Tunaenda 3, tunamalizana nayo. 3 inaenda 1, zingine zinabaki. The next number is 5. 5, tunaenda hivyo. The next number is 7, the next number is 13. So after that, you get the LCM as 1093. The LCM as 1093, 10, 9, 20. Kwa sababu sasa tukigawa hii na each of this one itakuwa inaisha, hakuna remainder. So to get the remainder you add 7 here. So 10, 9, 20 plus 7. So the length ilikuwa 10, 9, 7. So that sasa tukidivide by kila moja ya hizi itabaki 7. Using complete square method, kwanza tuna make sure tumetoa hii 6 hapa. How do you remove the coefficient of x square? You divide by 6 every term. You divide by 6. So tunaenda kuwa na x square minus 13 over 6x. This term, take it on the other side, we are going to have itakuwa -1 because hii itakuwa 1, itaenda hapa ikuwe -1. The second thing you remember this concept that b over 2 square equal to c. You remember that? You should remember that. So that's what you are going to use here. So x square minus 13 over 6. This is 13 ni b over b yenyewe ni 13 over 6, lakini chini kuna 2, so times 2. Hapa chini kuna hii 2, sawa. B 13 over 6 ni b, lakini b iko over 2, na hiyo over 2 tunapiga hapa times 2 ndio inakuwa hivyo x. So what we have here, we are going to add in both sides. This one will be 169, the square of this, over 144. We go to the other side, -1 plus 169 over 144. 169 over 144. So this one inaisha because tumeongeza both sides. Now, but remember this one is squared. Remember that one is squared. Now next, because this one and this one are squared, tunachukua square moja, tunasema x minus 13 over 12, tunachana na x square, sawa, is equal to -1 plus 169. You use your calculator, you will get it is 25 over 144. Use your calc, you will get it is that way. So now the next thing we go, we need now to remove this square here. Hii square tuna remove hapa by square rooting both sides. So tunaenda kufanya x minus 13 over 12 square will be equal to positive minus square root both sides 25 over 144. Tunaenda ku square root both sides ndio tutoe hii square hapa. So we are going to remain with x minus 13 over 12 is equal to plus or minus 5 over 12. The square root of 25 over 144 is this. So x itakuwa, hii itaenda on the other side, itakuwa 13 over 12, itakuwa positive ikifuka hii cosines, itakuwa plus or minus 5 over 12. So x itakuwa ni 13 plus 5 over 12, itakuwa 2 over 12. Itakuwa 13, that is 13 plus 5, itakuwa ni 18. Itakuwa 18 over 12 or 13 minus 5 itakuwa ni 8 over 12. So we hatuwezi acha answer namna hiyo. We can simplify 6 here. 6 hapa itakuwa mara 3. 6 hapa itaenda hapa mara 2. Sawa? Or 4 here 2, 4 here 3. So we can simplify it like that, and that is the values of x. Two friends, Ojuang and David, live 40 kilometers apart. 40 kilometers apart. One day, Ojuang left his home at 9 a.m. and cycled towards David's house at an average speed of this. David left his house at 10 a.m. on the same day and cycled towards Ojuang's house. An average speed of 25. Determine the time taken for the two friends to meet. Time taken for the two friends to meet. So this is Ojuang and this is David. So David starts at 10:30 a.m. The speed is 25 kilometers per hour. The distance between them is 40 kilometers now. Ojuang alitoka hapa 9 a.m. na speed yake ni 15 kilometers per hour. 15 kilometers per hour. So kwanza David alianza saa 4. Kwa hivyo tunataka kuangalia time difference. So the time difference ni 10:30 minus 9. Tunaona kwamba kuna 1.5 hours ambayo Ojuang alikuwa ametembea kabla amecycle kabla David aanze safari yake. So the time difference between them is this. So we want to see the distance covered by Ojuang before David started. The distance covered by Ojuang before David started. So distance covered by Ojuang before David started will be equal to the speed times time taken. And that one is going to be 3 over 2, nimeconvert hii, itakuwa 3 over 2, yes, times speed yake ambayo ni 15. Tutapata kwamba atakuwa ameenda 22.5 kilometers before David starts. Now the distance remaining, so huyo amesha cover mpaka hapa. So Ojuang ako hapa. So the distance that is remaining, wao watashare Ojuang ni hii. Hii ndio distance ambayo imebaki. Huyu akianza sasa, Ojuang atakuwa kwa hapa. Umeona? Kwa hivyo now the distance between them now itakuwa ni 40 minus 22.5. Na hiyo ni ngapi? Hiyo itakuwa 17.5 kilometers. So this is the distance they are going to share for them to meet. So they are going to meet somewhere here. Next, to find the time taken to meet, time taken to meet time taken to meet inapewa by distance between them. You divide by relative speed. How do you get relative speed? Kwa sababu wanakuja, huyu anakuja kutoka hapa na hapa, wanakuja commit, unaongeza individual speed, unapata relative speed. Because they are coming to meet, so you add relative speed. So that is now itakuwa 17.5 divided by, tukiongeza 15 plus 25 itakuwa 40. So relative speed ni 40 kilometers per hour. Na hii ni kilometers. In kilometers. So to will get time itakuwa ni 26 minutes. So they will take 26 minutes to meet. Take 26 minutes to meet. Time of the day when they meet the time, tunatumia ile ya mwenye alianza late. So David alianza 10:30 AM. Kwa hivyo tukiongezea 6 up 26 minutes yenye alispend kumeet, watakuwa wamemeet saa 4:56 AM. Watakuwa wamemeet 10:56 AM. In the figure below, the parallelogram, find the area. The area of a parallelogram is simply area inakuanga ni base times height. For a parallelogram, that is the formula for getting the area, right? But the height here, you should know a parallelogram, kama hapa ni 108, hapa ni 72, because they are adjacent, they must add up to 180. Vertically, this also, this is 108, and this is 72. So, our height ni hii. So we are going to use, to get this h, we are going to use this angle, the angle. So how do you get h? You can do it somewhere here. You use SOHCAHTOA. So you can see this is a right angle triangle. So we have this h, we have this 8 here. So we are going to say sine theta equal to opposite, sine 72 now is equal to opposite, which is h, divided by hypotenuse, which is 8. So inamaanisha times 8 times 8. So h itakuwa nini? Itakuwa 8 sine 72. That one will give us the height. And that's what we need. So ukishafanya hivyo tunaleta hapa, tunasema base ni 12 times height tunashapata ni 8 sine 72. And this one will give us 91.3 centimeters square. So hapa katuriki kalikuwa tu kutafuta the height using, urefaa uelewe that this angle they are adjacent and they add up to 180. So this and this 180, this and that 180, this and this they are equal, this and that they are equal. You need to understand those properties very well.